Be it resolved that ABP launch legal action to prevent the Canadian Cattle Identification Agency from releasing producer information, Zone 7.
Is there any other further debate on this motion?
Just a comment on Lori's point. The fact that that information was released is contrary to what's supposed to happen. So it's proof that actually information is getting released that is not allowed for in the Act. And I think that's a huge concern.
Charter Christie Zone 5. I speak against the motion for a couple of reasons. I think we're putting the cart before the horse. We need to get age verification voluntary first before we lock up the rest of the information. Because I can see where this will put me in a tight spot if the other legislation doesn't change and we happen to, just on the off chance, win something like this. When I buy calves in, then I need to age verify them when I sell, and 99.9% of the time I don't get birth certificates with those calves when I buy them. So I need that information to go with those calves when I sell, if I'm going to be in compliance with the legislation. That's just one example of how this just muddies the waters really poorly, and I think our efforts would be far better spent and far more bang for our buck to go after age verification being voluntary once again, long before we go after something like this.
Is there anyone else that wishes to speak to the resolution? If not, would the mover wish to close?
One of the main reasons that this resolution came forward, or was similar to some previous ones, was that there hasn't seemed to be any progress in it. At one time when age verification was voluntary, some of us got some premiums from time to time for that information. We supplied birth certificates, and they had, when everybody is obligated to put that information, everybody in Alberta, not other provinces, but everyone is obligated to provide that information and there's free access to it. It does not have any market value. It's beyond the concept of the intent when it was originally put into place. And for that reason, the delay and absolutely voluntary age verification would make it, but we haven't made progress in that, and we haven't made progress in lobbying and negotiating with CCA to cease and desist. That's why the resolution came forward.
Be it resolved that ABP launch legal action to prevent the Canadian Cattle Identification Agency from releasing producer information, Zone 7.
We'll now go to the question. All in favor of this resolution, raise your hand. Opposed? Motion defeated.